I have 7 tips to enhance your quality of life in Monster Hunter Wilds. Tips the game doesn't teach you.
Disclaimer, I play on the PlayStation, so I'll say the PlayStation buttons, but the keyboard and mouse keys and Xbox buttons will be displayed on the screen as well.
Hidden UI information. Holding the L1 button will reveal these 3 hidden UIs. The one on the top left corner shows the remaining time of your food buff. In past Monster Hunter games, dying would cause you to lose your food buff. However, in Wilds, your food buff remains until this timer runs out. So be sure to check this timer to see if you need to eat a meal again before heading out for a hunt. Another thing we can learn from this timer is that the food buff doesn't deplete when you're idle at a base. However, the timer doesn't pause at camps. So if you want to take a break but leave the game on, make sure you park your character at a base, not a camp. And if you're unsure how many cards you have left, you can check here, and for the quest timer, you can look here. Pretty straightforward. Slinger target select mode. You don't have to aim your slinger at the material you want to harvest. If you look at the left, you can see what materials are near you. Using the up and down D-pad buttons, you can scroll through what you want and press circle to grab it. Now let's see where this can be useful. When you're auto-moving to your destination and you see a Mandragora appear on the left side, you can't really find it to aim towards it, but now you don't have to. Just hold L2 to activate Slinger, scroll to the Mandragora, and press circle. You can also do this with the interactable environment as well. If you keep missing the monsters with the rock drops, try to use this as a tool. Unwanted Slinger. Now once you start getting used to using slingers, you'll notice that your slinger equips the slinger when you choose it, not when you press square to equip it. Well, this is because in the options, this is set to do this by default. You can change this to do not auto load. This way, you can equip the slinger that you want to use now and have the other slinger ready without equipping it. If this tip doesn't seem useful yet, it will become more and more useful as you get more familiar with the game. You're about to go out for a hunt. How can you check your food buff timer? Unsheathed Slinger. If you saw some amazing speedrunners, you'll probably see them use the flash pods to stun the monster without sheathing their weapons. If you ever wonder how they do it, all you have to do is activate your slinger with L2 and press L3 to shoot it while your weapon is unsheathed. Double Harvest. As you progress through the game, you'll probably learn about the Max Potion. The Max Potion is a really good item, but it also requires a rare material called the Mandragora to craft it. Instead of harvesting it right away, wait for your palico to catch up and let it harvest it first. Then you can harvest it. This way, you can double the amount of rare materials you harvest. Just note that the one that the palico harvests goes to your item box in your tent. Also, on your map, if you scroll over the material, you can check its next spawn time. Organizing your pouch. You can open your item box and use cross to toggle items on and off. This hides these items from your quick slot when you toggle through your pouch. You can also see this expanded pouch view using L1 plus touchpad. This expanded view doesn't seem too attractive until you organize it. Open up your pouch from the menu. Here, you can group similar items by pressing square, changing the cursor direction with L1 or R2, and dropping them in the desired position by pressing X. You can hold square to move the entire column together. This way, instead of scrolling through your items, you can actually find your items. The monster just soared. How can you stun it using a flash pod quickly? Navigating the map. As you progress through the campaign, you might need to increase your hunter level in order to progress. You can hunt more monsters and level up that way, which is the recommended way. But if you decide to take a break and do some side quests, you might bump into these capture a specific creature quests. Instead of running around the map looking for it, just go to the map and open this icon. Go to filters icon and look for the creature you need to capture, and now you can set a waypoint to it. You can also circle through all of them to check which one is the closest to you. Now, go back and go to Environment Overview, or you can just press square. Here, you can check which monsters are currently roaming around this environment and even check their drops. You can set your waypoint to them as well. But if you don't feel like hunting that monster right now, you can create an investigation quest and save that monster for later. Make a habit of checking this from time to time so that you won't miss out on these rare opportunities. Alright, that's it. I didn't want to bore you with the boring introduction, but if you stayed until now, you might have enjoyed my content. And if you did, consider subscribing for my future content. Consider liking the video and let me know in the comments which tip was your favorite. This was Nassem, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.